Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the daily video for YOOPknows. Today we're starting with a blank sheet. We've got super good architects. I've recreated it so you can see it's completely naked, virginal, and we've got no projects, no cards, nothing on the stats. So what we're going to do is create some projects with the template, and we're going to see how they move through the Kanban board. And if we go to the Kanban board, there's nothing there either. So super good. Previous last couple of days we were editing templates, and we were reviewing the concept of the template and how it's so powerful and a real game changer in your architectural business. So without further ado, let's go to the big blue button at the top. This is where we create new projects. So if you were to subscribe, you would go through a process of redefining the template. Let's just have a quick look at the templates. Go to templates. We've got the RIBA template. We've got the residential template, which is a business to consumer. This is a business to business. And this one here is a business to business. This is my favorite. This is what we're going to use today, the residential template 02. We might use the RIBA template just to show you multiple templates, but I'm going to use this one today. Let's have a quick look, and you can go in, you can see all the phases there. We've got the 7 phases, but you can see phase 3 is broken up more. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages instead of just one. And even phase 4, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, okay, let's go back to the dashboard. Let's add some projects. Okay, so I'm going to be adding, making these up. I'm going to add Abbott's Street, and what I'm going to do is in brackets, some people use job numbers, so I'm going to make up a job number. So the year 24, and let's call it 001. It's the first job of 2024. We've got no clients, so I'm going to add me as a client. Gordon there, and let's just goodarchitecture.com. That's a made up, and 07920262554. Okay, I'm in there as a client now. If you wanted to add multiple clients, say you had 3 people at a development company, you could just literally add 3 names in there, not a problem, or add and subtract as you go along. We'll come back to what all these things in, but essentially you can add engineers, building control officers, warrant officers, ecologists and such, principal designers, etc. But you can add those later. I always like adding them later. And we're going to choose a residential template. We've got 3 to choose from, and the one I was just showing you is the residential template 02 RIBA. I'm going to choose that one, and then we need to choose a weekly email template update. Okay, because the YOOPknows can send out a weekly update to all your clients, which is really powerful, really cool. Keep them up to date with their project. Okay, description. A lot of the time I just copy paste this from the fee agreement, etc. So let's just say 37 new build apartments in Camden, and okay, and let's just choose today's date and hit create. Okay, so you can see that's our first project that we've created. You can see it's Abbott Street. We've got a job number, we've got me as the client, and we've got the start date. If I was to click on that, you can now see more information. We've got 17 phases and 118 tasks. Okay, there's me as the client, and you can even add something in the status. So 24th of the 2nd, 14th, Valentine's Day is job set up. So you can add that in there. And okay, so I'm gonna leave. You can see the status pop up now. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to add some new projects. I'm going to see if I can bosh these in. Tree Street. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to refresh that just so that it makes sure. All right, let's start that again. Tree street, me as the client. We're going to select the project template, same one, the weekly client update, today's date. I'm not going to put a description in because I'm just going to try and add some projects so that we can demonstrate things. Brick road, not yellow. Boom. So you can see that you can add these in pretty quick. So that's 3 jobs. Maybe I'll go for 5. What is the next one? Car, road, boom, boom, boom. That's 4 jobs. Let's get 5 in. Let's go window blank street. Very creative. Same template, same weekly update template, same. So on the start date, you can pick a date in the past, present, or future, just so you know you might be creating it after the fact, etc. Okay, so we've got all those in, and you can see all the projects. I only put a job number on the first one, but just to give you the example that if I put 2400, you know, all we need is 3 characters, it actually brings up the job number. So if you're really into job numbers, you can search it by job number. Similarly, if I put in AB, it will bring that up as well. So what's another one? Brick, bring that up. You can also search the client, but obviously if I put me in, it's going to bring them all up, so it doesn't really change. But yeah, if you have different clients, it would bring that up. So that's really good. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go to settings, and in the user settings, it's got default project ID template. So the template that you're using the most, you want to set it as your default. So it's this one here that we're using. Okay, so you may have 2 or 3 niches in your architectural business, but there may be one that you want to look at the most. Usually in my practice, it's the smaller jobs, because it's the smaller jobs that need eyeballs more. So I tend to have it defaulted on the smaller jobs, but you can do anything you want, and each user can select their own default template. Okay, so if I now go to the Kanban view, you can see the projects are all in there. Let me just refresh that. And it's automatically coming up with this template. If I click on here, I can also toggle to the other templates. And obviously, you probably saw me there. I didn't put any other projects into those templates, so nothing coming up. But if I had another project on another template, i.e. another niche, so I always talk about GP surgery versus a new build house, that could be 2 different templates. You could just toggle between those types of streams of work. So I'm going to go back to here. So here we've got, just expand that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 jobs, which is the 5 jobs I just put in here. And it's coming under strategic definition. So this is where the really cool thing happens. We've got the 5 jobs in, they're all at strategic definition. When you first set up YOOPknows, obviously these 5 projects might be more advanced. They might be halfway through. So Brick Road, I'm going to go into here, and you can see all the phases here. And what I'm going to say is that we've done the initial inquiry, we've done the video calls, etc. We've done all the briefing, etc., and the follow-ups and the invoicing and such. So strategic definition is sorted. If I now go back to the Kanban view, you can see that Brick Road has now moved out of strategic definition. Okay, so now I'm going to go into window blank street. I'm going to go back to the phases, and I can do exactly the same. So this is when you and the team, every time you do something on a project, you can literally tick off that you've done it. boom, 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 boom. And it means that the whole team knows where this project is up to. This is a bit artificial because, you know, when you first set up YOOPknows, you may have a lot of projects that are halfway through. So you need to go through and just kind of like tick off where it's up to. This one's past conceptual design. So I'm going to keep going. Boom, 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 boom. You can see it's pretty easy. I'm going to show you a faster way of doing this in a second, but there you go. So that one's up to concept design. If I then refresh and I go back to the Kanban, you can now see that three are still in strategic definition. One is in preparation and brief, which is Brick Road, and the one window blank street that we were just looking at is now in 2.2. So all of a sudden, this is really interesting for the management of an architectural business. They can start seeing where their projects are up to in terms of phase. So we've only got 5 projects, but if you've got a busy office, you might have 50 projects. We've got subscribers that have got in excess of more than 100 projects. So if you've got more than 100 projects, this Kanban board becomes absolutely essential to see where all your projects are up to. Okay, so let's kind of keep going and moving these. We're on Car Road now. I think I was going to show you a faster way of doing it. Okay, so there's a faster way of doing it just here. Boom, 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 boom. So if you really want to jog it on, you can see I'm really rattling through these now. And let's just see where that's ended up. Okay, Kanban board, and now you can kind of see that that is at a concept design. So imagine we've got 50 projects, that's going to be more populated. So hopefully that explains the Kanban board and how you put projects in. I think tomorrow we're going to discuss I think I'll probably just put some more projects in to show you, really showing how this Kanban populates when you've got a lot more projects. So as always, email me on believe.yoopknows.io for any questions. Thanks very much.